Hi guys, I'm back again today with another birthing video. I hope this is a sign. I hope this video is a sign that I don't know. But because why would I watch this? I'm not a parent, not thinking anytime soon to become one. So why are we falling into this path of childbirth videos? You know what? I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it because these are some of the videos that I used to watch once upon a time before. I don't know why. I was so into like teen moms or birthing videos before. I was like, why was I watching that? And I was not even like pregnant or anything. But, anyways, maybe it's creeping back into my life in a form of your requests. Which is so funny. But anyways, this is the giving birth the Dutch way. Interesting. Is there a different way of giving birth in Deutschland? No, in Netherlands. I think Deutschland and Netherlands are different, right? I think the other one is Germany, or maybe yeah. Correct me in the comments. But anyways, let's get it.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new here, my name is Chychy. I'm a Nigerian living in the Netherlands.
Chychy.
Have you ever imagined having your child or giving birth outside your country, like in a foreign country where you do not have your parents or your siblings, anyone around? And would you like to know all about Dutch maternity, the interesting aspect of the post and the maternity and the post maternity? If that sounds good to you, please sit tight, relax, and let's get into it.
Let's get it. Chychy. I love her name.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it the whole time.
Giving birth in the Netherlands. I remember before we got pregnant, my sibling and I always say, oh, when I get pregnant, I will come to the US and have the baby. She will look after me and all that. And when I say that, my partner will be like, why would you want to leave the Netherlands to go have your baby in the US? At that time, I never thought about it. I never even thought about why. All I know is that, oh, when at least my sibling is there to look after me, because I don't have any of my sibling or my parents living in Europe here with me or in the Netherlands, other than my partner's parents and family, you know. And I always wondered, oh, they won't really take care of me that the way your parents will take care of you. But we will get to that. So now the Dutch system, the Dutch maternity and giving birth, their system is different. When I mean it's different, it's different from that of the Nigeria or maybe a little bit of that of the US as well. Yeah. In the Netherlands, when we found...
Oh, did you know in the Philippines you're not allowed to go into the giving birth delivery room unless it's cesarean, which is funny. They want you to see your wife's intestines, but not the vagina. Anyways, I don't know why they don't allow you to go to the room when your person is giving birth unless it's cesarean. It's weird. It's a very, very weird. I don't understand the Philippines at all. Nobody can go inside. Your parent, nobody's just the doctor, the nurses, and whoever in the medical situation. That's one thing that I don't like here. Like when people tell me, oh, really, you want me to be alone? Is that what you're saying? Well then, I'm gonna go give birth in the States. That's what I said to her. I like her. I was like, yeah, I'm going to the US. No, thank you.
Bit of that of the US as well. Yeah. In the Netherlands, when you found out that you're pregnant, or you go to your house out is the GP or your family doctor. So when we found out that we were pregnant, we first went to our house out, and then the house out need to confirm that we were pregnant. And he asked us if we how. I told the house that we've tried the clear blue test, and
Mm.
although I told the house that I was feeling funny even though my flow was still on, but I would like to do the blood test. The house site was like, since the clear blue, and we still did the blood test, and the blood test confirmed that I was pregnant. So the house out immediately started us talking about we need to find a midwife. And I was
Mm.
like, midwife? Oh, because in Nigeria, midwife doesn't even come into play. You go to the hospital. I think, no, I know. You go to the hospital in Nigeria, because I have sisters and friends who are mothers that had their baby in Nigeria, what they do. So here, we immediately the house act gave us list of midwives within our reach, within our city, and we chose one of them. And everything was done in the system, like electronically, not paperwork, filling paper or whatever. No, it was done
Oh.
electronically, and we chose
I
a
think Nigeria and Philippines will be the same. Paperworks. I don't know, but this is just me and people who go through, like friends and families who go through the experience and their stories. If you want a midwife, it's gonna be different from the hospital. So it's either like you go to your gynecologist or your OB, gynecologist, OB. Yeah, you go to your OB, and then either she's the one who does the birthing of your child, or you have someone else in mind, or maybe you want a midwife. Then that's when you consult your own midwife also, unless she refers you to someone who is a midwife, but that is your choice, right? But usually is your OB is the one who does everything, the one who touches your boobs and inserts things inside of you. Okay, I know I'm too much. And she probably is the one who also brings the object. She's the one who births you. And then your OB usually has a pediatrician next door who she refers you to when you give birth as well. It's a package deal, mostly in the Philippines, right? So that's how I know it's done.
and everything was done in the system, like electronically, not paperwork, filling paper or whatever. No, it was done
Here,
electronically.
reports.
And we chose a midwife. The next stage was we went to our midwife place for an appointment, and
Mm.
there the midwife will explain everything about going forward with the pregnancy, how many appointments we will have. First of all, talked about our health insurance. Here in the Netherlands, mind you, every citizen has a mandatory health insurance. So we have health insurance, and our health insurance will cover all our medical bills, all the everything about the giving birth. But
Really?
things like ultrasound, you only get two ultrasound, which is 10 weeks and 20 weeks. Should in case you need additional ultrasound done or something like that, you will now have to pay for extras from your health insurance. But the interesting thing that happened during the appointment was that they will ask you all sort of questions about your history, your mental health, your family, your
Oh.
whether your parents has been, or they asked me everything, and they asked my partner everything. They want to know
Mm.
everything about our medical history. That's how beautiful it is. Whether our parents or may have had some depression in the past or whatever, you name it, they asked us everything because they need to know from the beginning. And then I asked them why will I have a baby in the midwife? Why the midwife and not the hospital? And they said you
Mm.
don't need to go to the hospital if there is no need. Yes, in the past they used to say some
Oh.
Dutch people have, so most of them have their babies at home. But even though when they have their babies at home, they also have, I'm sure they also have midwife, qualified midwife there, should in case anything happen. But here now, the midwife is telling us that we will have they now have birth centers where you will choose which of the birth center you're going to have your baby. But should and you also choose if you want to have your baby with if you want to have some help like have epidural or administered to you in case of for pains or not. I know some women choose to have their baby without any
Yeah.
pain relief like epidural. Well, I don't know. I didn't know how the pregnancy was going to go anyway, so I was just listening to and following instructions, or we were just following instructions based on what the midwife was advising us, because we know they are qualified and they are trained for it, so they know the best. So they took us, then they told us as at the first trimester, the appointments will be every 4 weeks, and then after that, as the pregnancy progresses, the times will change. You will not start having regular appointment checks. And should in case anything happens, they will take you to the hospital. Even if you're having the baby at the birth center and anything happens, the link to the hospital is there. It's just like a steps, a step that demarcates the birth center and the hospital. Because I saw it, and I saw the birth center. It was like hospital as well. The rooms were just like hospital beds. Everything was there, and I opted that I would love to have epidural during the delivery section. And the funny thing is that the benefits are that your partner or your husband will be there at every given time, during, even if it's at the birth center or at the hospital. Your husband or your partner will be
Philippines,
there
what are
with
you doing with your
every
life?
step of the way.
Why can't your husband, the person who impregnated you, whoever that person is, or even your parents, be in the room? Like, explain yourself. Explain your freaking self. Philippine hospitals or maternity birthing rooms. Like, why can't the person who put that child cannot be in the freaking room to see, look what you did, right? Why can't that person be there, or at least your parents, for support, right? Why do you have to suffer there alone, yelling? I don't know.
Your husband or your partner
We're
will be
only
there with you
7
every
minutes in.
step of the way. There is no, oh, your partner cannot enter the hospital. I don't know. I think before in Nigeria, people don't really, their partner are not really in the room, in the theater
Nigeria
when
and
they're
Philippines are the
delivering the
same.
baby. I think, but I don't know now. Maybe things have changed, because I see that some people now, I don't know, the father is there. Maybe they have the baby in Nigeria, or they had the baby abroad. I don't know, but I'm just saying. So here you have you no, but I'm just saying. So here you have you have that benefit that your husband or your partner will be in the theater room while the delivery is going on. It's fantastic, so that they will know what the partner is going through, or at least they will be there to kind of, it's like when you're, no, you know that the one of the people you're holding hands with is your partner. It kind of gives you this sense of reassurance that everything will be fine, irrespective of what is going on. So, like I was saying, the health insurance covers the ultrasound and for 10 and 20 weeks. And should in case you need additional things done, the health insurance will, you can pay for extras and the health insurance will get it. And during my time, there is the health insurance that I have sent me a box. I don't know if it's the same with every health insurance in the Netherlands, but the one I had sent me something called Zwangerschap box. And in that box, it has, like, it contains things that every mother needs during, as in, when they have their baby, like what you would need for a nursing mom.
That's
and
nice.
their baby, few things. Yeah, it was quite nice to see that. I don't know if
Never
it's
heard of
done
this before.
elsewhere, but I got that. And also, this brings me to what is called kraamzorg here in the Netherlands.
I just heard about this
when you
right
have
now.
a baby, there's something
So
after you've
itchy.
had your baby, that you are going home, or after the delivery, the you will get a kraamzorg, and this kraamzorg package, your health insurance also covers it. A kraamzorg is a a nurse practitioner, like a certified nurse practitioner, who will follow the mother home after the baby has been delivered to help nurse the woman back. And the kraamzorg, you get to have the kraamzorg for 8 to 15 days, and it's all in your health insurance package. Kraamzorg is a little bit like example what we have in Nigeria, what we call omugwo, where your mama will come home with you and nurse you and do and help you take care of you and your baby. But in this aspect, the Netherlands own, it's called kraamzorg, and it's quite unique to see that something like that is actually in the system, where it kind of gives you, if you're a first time mom, kind of an assurance that someone that has experience will guide you and put you through some certain things. Especially, it relieves you and your partner, being that you people are first time parents. So the kraamzorg will come with you. But unfortunately, during my first pregnancy, even though I'm qualified to have the kraamzorg, I didn't get to have that experience because
Why?
something happened during my
Was
first
it COVID?
pregnancy, that I also didn't get to have my baby at the birth center that we've already chosen. Yeah, it's if you're curious to know what happened, maybe you should leave me a comment in the comment section, and who knows, I may make a video in the future about what happened during my pregnancy, why
Probably
I
it's
didn't
COVID,
get to
right?
have my baby at the birth center. At the end, I had my baby in the hospital, which was so nerve-wracking and emotional for my partner and I during that time. And
Oh, it must have
yeah,
been,
I
right? If you were like,
experienced that.
if you're gonna give birth during the COVID time, maybe for a lot of parents, they were like, oh, like they didn't want to anymore at that time. Um, I don't know. I think it is COVID, to be honest, because what else? And this was 2 years ago, so it feels like it's COVID. 2 years ago was COVID.
Zog at that time, but after
And the kraamzorg couldn't, unless she's like quarantine.
um, then after this, but I experienced the kraamzorg during my second pregnancy. I had the kraamzorg come over.
Or
Sorry. Yeah. So the
Or maybe I'm
kraamzorg
wrong.
comes with you home and help you nurse back your baby. And there's something that I got to find out during my second pregnancy, that the kraamzorg, before the kraamzorg will even come to the house, they would send someone to your house to measure the height of your bed, and then to be sure it's comfortable for the kraamzorg. Can you believe that? Would they do that in Nigeria? I don't even know. They don't even have anything about kraamzorg. No, the good thing is that in Nigeria, is your parents, your mother, that does that for
But your
you.
mother will be
But
like nagging you, like, don't do this, do this. And it's not even medically proving that this is the right way of doing something or not, right? They just learned from experience, or like their mothers told them as well. Like, so, it's gonna be like more stressful, I feel like. I mean, like, yeah, it's good. Your family's there, but they might add additional stress because it's your family.
Nigeria, is your parents, your mother, that does that for you. But here, the system has provided it, and it's quite unique. I don't think they have that in the US. And here I was thinking of having my baby in the US. Oh my word! Here I
I'm
was
going to
thinking of having my
Netherlands.
baby in the US. So after the kraamzorg, the kraamzorg, legally the kraamzorg is allowed to stay with you. You're allowed to have the kraamzorg for 24 hours to 80 hours max. But if you
Oh.
want extra days with the kraamzorg, then you can ask, and you can apply for that, the extra from your hospital, from your health insurance, and then they will take care of it. And this, during the kraamzorg being with you at home, the kraamzorg takes care of your baby, monitors the health and the feeding, and how, if you're breastfeeding, if you're actually doing it the right way, the kraamzorg will guide you. And then the kraamzorg will guide you about, should, in case your milk is not flowing, what to do. I've
We talked
forgotten what
about
they
this in the
call
first
it,
video.
but you will see the midwife that specialized about breastfeeding. They will take care of you
Oh,
help.
if you watched the first video and you were worried what happened to the baby who turned blue, he's fine. He's big now. He's good. Okay. I don't think I said he was okay after. So maybe you guys are like panicking. What happened to the child? He's okay. Thank God.
Specialized about breastfeeding. They will take care of
I'm
you,
so
helping you
itchy.
to massaging your breast or telling you what to do to stimulate your milk to start flowing back. And the kraamzorg also helps you with your meal sometimes, because at the end of the day, here in the Netherlands, most of the things they eat, like butter ham,
It's
is sandwich, you understand? So the kraamzorg, you know
oh
that the kraamzorg will start cleaning up after your mess that much, no. But if you're lucky that you don't even have a mess, the kraamzorg will equally do that for you, yeah. Because I remember during my second pregnancy, the kraamzorg experience was whew, and it made me relaxed when I heard about that kraamzorg. I didn't think too much, even though I missed having that omugwo stage with my mom or my sibling, all those. But I didn't really feel it that much because my partner was there every step of the way, and then the kraamzorg. Although I didn't have that experience during my first pregnancy, but during my second pregnancy, I had that, and now after the kraamzorg is gone, there's something called consultative bureau. Consultative bureau is basically where the people that look after the babies when they are born,
I'm sorry.
the health of the baby, they monitor the baby right from zero to till they are 4 years. It's where you go to see the pediatrician on every appointment for your kids until they are 4 years old. That's what um, consultative bureau is here. And it's also another nice thing because there you can tell them anything, what your fears are. Maybe when you think, oh, look at this coming out on my baby, because I used to look forward to going to consultative bureau so that I can tell them, maybe, oh, you know yeah, that's what consultative bureau is. I tell them everything that I need to tell them, or I need to ask them any question that I need during my consultative bureau. And yeah, so, and this brings me to the registration stage. After your child is
No.
born, be it at the birth center or at the hospital, you have a window of 3 days max to go and register your child
Can the
with
dad do
the
it? Or you
local
have to?
municipality, that's the local council, city council. I remember during our first pregnancy, when our first baby was born, they immediately the baby was delivered, and then my partner made sure that the baby has been settled and everything. Of course, they will ask you immediately, what's your child's name, and you tell them your child's name, even though it hasn't been registered at the local municipality. But they will ask you at the hospital, what's your child's name, and then immediately they will stick our child's name on his foot, on his ankle. Yeah, I remember they put it on his ankle, and I remember asking my partner, make sure you saw where they put the baby, because I could remember I was I was still sedated, but I said that to my partner because it was yeah. And then my partner left immediately to go register our baby's names at the local the
Also,
city
the husband can do it
um,
by himself. Okay,
council,
that's good.
that is the local municipality.
Because
So
it's
you
only
have
three
a window of
days.
3 days to do that. And yeah, and that when you register that will generate your child's birth certificate in the system. So, and it's done. And you that's also when you also try to be sure of your child's name, if it's spelled correctly and all that. Because I remember my partner, before going to register the baby, my partner asked me if I should check correctly if the
Yeah.
names are correct, because we had my one of our child's name is our local Nigerian name, Igbo name. Yeah, so it was there, and wanted to be sure that it was spelled correctly. And then this brings me to the maternity and paternity stage. Here in the Netherlands, the maternity, assuming you're working. If I was working during that time, I wasn't working. So if I was working, I will get 16 weeks paid maternity leave.
16
And that 16 weeks
16 weeks. 16 here, maximum 2 weeks. 2 weeks? No, 4 weeks, I think. I have to let me check. Maternity leave in the Philippines. I know this video is long and I'm making it longer, but guys, this is a life, okay? So we have to make sure. Maternity leave Philippines. 105 days. How many weeks is that? So it's like 1 month. Oh no, wait. The benefit consists of 105 days maternity leave with full pay and an option to extend for an additional 30 days without pay. Okay. So that's 3 months. Okay, so it's kind of close. Okay. I thought. Okay. Is this Philippines? Really? When did we have this? This is Philippines, right? Nah. What? This law must be new or something. I don't know. Wow, that's good. That is good though. What? Anyways.
maternity leaves is what is called here. They have the 6 weeks of Swanger's Verlosk. Swanger's Verlosk. I will cite it here. And then the 10 weeks is what is called Belevin's Verlosk, something like that. My mother did it, I will cite it here. So, and your partner is allowed to have what is called 5 days. There's like a week paid leave, paternity leave. Your partner is allowed to have that. And funny enough, during our second pregnancy, that was when it was passed into law. They just announced it, but then they've not even it was meant to start maybe say the following 2 weeks or something like that. But luckily, where my partner works, the company enforced theirs into law immediately. So my partner and I had that. So we had that extra 1 week at home.
I feel like our law is new also, to be honest.
That was during our second pregnancy, yeah. And then with the kraamzorg as well in the house with me. So I had my partner and I had the kraamzorg, and then
perfect.
The babies were at home. So it was really nice. Now, since 2020, they've increased it that for the paternity leave, you can have extra 5 weeks if you want to, but that 5 weeks won't be paid. It's not paid paternity leave. Yeah. So either you just have the 1 week paternity leave, paid paternity leave, and then that's fine, or you also want to have the extra 5 weeks.
You can't have extra 1 week without pay. It's fine.
It's also fine that you can have that. So yeah, there you have it. This is the interesting aspect of having a baby in the Netherlands, giving birth in the Netherlands, the maternity and post-maternity experience. And what do you think? If you're curious to know what happened, why I didn't have my baby at the birth center
the first time,
and why the hospital, even my second pregnancy ended up being in the hospital, yeah, feel free to leave me a comment in the comment section. Who knows, I might share those experiences with you in my future video. And yeah, this is a little bit more about having your baby in the Netherlands. What do you think? Please, what was your own experience like? Feel free to share with me. Leave a comment in the comment section.
We'll see one day.
Any Dutch person watching this video, what do you think? Is there something you'd like to add? Please feel free to add to this. And yeah, till next time, thank you for watching. Please don't forget to comment and
I know how to go to
give it a
Netherlands
thumbs up
now.
if you like this video, and also don't forget to subscribe.
I'll
Thank
share
you for
later.
watching, and bye
Bye,
bye.
Chychy. That was a fun. That was, I mean, it was a great, her story, her experience. It was very good to hear from people's perspective. I still need to know when this law was enforced in the Philippines because I still don't believe it. Um, but, anyways, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I was after our video, I think about the kindergarten and no, like the recycling stuff, like the life in itself in Netherlands. I literally did go online and checked how to move to Netherlands, and obviously work is the easiest way, I guess. I mean, you can go there on tourist visa and all that stuff, but like the easiest to live there is to work there or study. I mean, is the easiest. The student visa is the easiest actually, and then work. Of course, you have to get somebody to employ you and all that stuff, so it's gonna be tough. But then I just realized that if I get, because it's harder for Filipinos to go anywhere in the world because there's a lot of us all over the world, and also the fact that we always have, like, people who go there without with the tourist visa and then they just like hide, right? So of course Philippines is considered to be those countries with a lot of illegal migrant. So it's really hard for us to like go anywhere in the world because of that connotation. But if and when I get my US passport or visa or green card or whatever, visa actually, then I can. We are sneaking our way to Netherlands. If Netherlands likes it or not, we're going. Because everything so far has been so good. First it was like Australia, second was like Germany, and then now we're going to Netherlands. What country are we going to next? I'm so curious. But anyways, this has been so much fun. I'll see you again tomorrow for the, we still have two for tomorrow. We have additional from Jose again. So you will see me every day this week with Netherlands or Germany, whatever Jose has requested, we shall provide. So I'll see you then. Thank you. Bye.